Good morning, everybody. It's Positive Tuesday today, December 13th, 2022. Josh Hansen from Miracle at Big Rock is supposed to be joining us. Yeah, there's even a little silhouette there. He's supposed to be on. We waited around a couple minutes after we wanted to go live. Hopefully he'll be joining us for the first 15 minutes of the show. He'll be signing in here hopefully soon. But first, for Barron County Sheriff Chris Fitzgerald, I'm Ben Dryden. And of course, you're watching Positive Tuesday with Ben and Fitzy, presented by Professional Exteriors and Interiors. With nearly 20 years of experience, this locally owned and operated business provides quality work both on the outside and on the inside of your home or business. Like Fitzy and I, they believe it's the little things that make a big difference, so give them a call today. The number's right there on the screen. Positive Tuesday is also brought to you in part by the Wisconsin Lakes team. It's still a good time to buy or sell a home, and when you do, we recommend our friends from the Wisconsin Lakes team. Anyone can say that they are an agent, but not everyone treats their clients as they would like to be treated. And that's what Aaron and Katie do. Find out what they can do for you by visiting them at lakesteamwy.com. Just saw Fitzy leave the show on another screen. I think you may be back. Boy, this show is a train wreck. Also supporting the show are our friends at Industrial Safety. We all know that Industrial Safety sells and services practically everything that goes into a fire station and on a firefighter, but they also provide kitchen suppression system maintenance, inspections, and installs. For more information about that service and to see a list of all of their available services, visit their website at industrialsafetystore.com. Yeah,
you weren't supposed to tell anybody. I can see the screen. I knew I had to be back.
Yeah, so like all these other screens up, and I can see, I know what's going on, boy, I tell you. We won't let anybody know about that. Yeah, so Josh Hansen's supposed to be on for Miracle Big Rock, talking about Miracle Big Rock. He texted about 8 minutes ago and said, I'll be on in 2 minutes. Oh. Well, that was 8 minutes ago.
Well,
so
hopefully nothing bad. It is starting to, the wind is blowing out there. The roads they're good. I think they're going to get worse, but I've actually come in here this morning. I came from another meeting, and I've seen some drifting spots already because the wind's starting to pick up, and that's probably not good for the weather. So, but we'll get our weather report later from Dirk.
All right. Just out of curiosity, did that change the picture at all? Now we're just two of us?
I don't know. Mine's pretty clear.
I mean, side by side now? Instead of that third person? No?
I don't know.
You're looking at it. Like, I can't tell because I have like a producer. Okay, just to you. Thank you, Amanda. Fitzy.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. I know what you're asking.
Yeah, and holy cow, the internet's slow, so.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Horribly slow this morning. Thanks, I don't know what's going on.
I do look good there. Thanks. I got my Christmas tie on today.
Oh, look at you.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, so if Josh joins us, I'll see if I can figure out how to get him on the screen. Here, I'm not really sure.
I gotta know if he joins.
Because we have all these other screens. Anyway, hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
How's your morning?
Just a mess. Absolute mess. And again, like right now, like you're super static. You're.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so I ran a test this morning, like speedtest.net, and it shows it's going, I think we had like 500 down and 20 up. But at the same time, like, pages aren't loading. It's really weird. I restarted the router modem. I put something on our Facebook page this morning asking if anyone else is experiencing Spectrum internet sluggish type stuff, and a whole bunch of people are. So it's not just us. So, oh boy.
Mike Schaefer's on.
Yeah, Mike. Anyway, so we had like the first 15 minutes scheduled just to talk to Josh. So we'll just kind of move right ahead. So, sorry if it's a little bit internet slow. I think it's going to be okay, but I don't know. Maybe it's really bad for everybody. But
don't worry about those little things. Don't worry about it. So,
Dave
Wilson, man, all of our friends are joining us today.
I know. Yeah, I can't remember who I've put these up, so I may be like putting up all their comments already.
Yeah.
Whatever. Hey, so let's just get right into it then. What we were planning on doing for our other show. Or the rest of the show, if Josh does join us, but it sounds like, I'm guessing he's just not going to. And at this point, I'm just going to deny it when he rings in down in the virtual green room. Delete.
Well, I want to ask him about this. I've been seeing a lot of pictures about Big Rock, and they got a big moon. You take a picture in front of a big moon. I got to get there.
What?
But we got hockey again this weekend. We had hockey last weekend. So.
Jeepers creepers.
Yeah.
So that's your positive, hockey, as usual?
I went to St. Louis. I drove to St. Louis and back.
Yeah. Oh boy.
It's a long way.
Now he's in the green room.
Oh, there he is. See, now we can have
All right, hold on a second. I got to figure out how to do this. So there's that
you bet.
button, then
I'm
this,
blurry again.
then this, then add a guest. Hold on a second. Then publish, then back
There,
to live
see, there's
mode.
3 of us now.
All right. Josh, good morning.
Good morning, guys. I apologize.
No, that's all right. Hey, can you move your camera? Yeah, so everybody's internet's like really, really, really slow today. If you have Spectrum, everyone's struggling with it. But can you move there you go, so we can actually, yeah, we can't even see. Yeah, we should have just kept the picture of the silhouette up.
I just talked today.
Yeah, pull it down a little bit more just so you're a little bit higher in the screen so we can see you, if that's all right, man. There you go. Yeah, so sorry,
Awesome.
Everyone's internet's kind of all jacked up this morning. Josh, thanks for coming on. Miracle at Big Rock. By the way, we're giving away 2 tickets. This time we're going to do 1 ticket for 2 different people, so you have twice or better chance to get a ticket. We'll announce those at the end of the show.
I got to count twice?
Yes, you do.
Great. My phone's way over there, too. No.
We're
having a rough morning, Josh.
We're having a really rough morning on a lot of levels.
Yeah, me too. I apologize. I got a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 1-year-old, and we've got hit with the flu bug that's going around here lately. So we're sinking a little bit over here.
Yeah, I totally get it. Like our 2 kids that still live at home, they're both sick. One of them has the flu. The other one is now sick kind of from it and has a fever. Drusha's working from home. It's like our whole family. So far, I haven't. Like, I don't know why I don't get sick. I'm not a pillar of good health. Like, I'm the most unhealthy fat person, and I've been sick in like 8 years. I don't know why. I just never get sick. But we'll find out. So, Josh, Miracle at Big Rock.
I'm right there with you. I'm on. Yes, sir.
So, actually, Fitzy, you had a question you wanted to ask him right away, right?
No, I want to. Do you have a big picture of a moon you can take a picture in front of? Is that what I see at Miracle on Big Rock? Is that? There's a lot of cool things there. You got to tell us more about it.
Yeah, it's actually the moon actually came from the Guthrie in Minneapolis. We had a couple that was going to use it for a wedding prop. And it's 14 feet across, and it's so big. When they got it out there, they said, "Can you guys just take this thing off our hands? We don't want to have to move this thing again." And my sister, having the foresight that she did, thought this would be really cool for Miracle at Big Rock, and it's been a smashing hit for us.
It's really cool. The pictures that you see on Facebook are unbelievable with people in front of it. So. But yeah, tell us more about Miracle on Big Rock and how it started or why it started and how many lights you got and all that other fun stuff.
Yeah, do you count them? And by the way, when one goes out, do they all go out?
They do not. And yes, I personally count every individual light every season. No.
Picking up your sarcasm.
I'm kidding. We don't. We take a stab at them. Miracle at Big Rock started. My mom and dad have had a huge love for Christmas and have wanted to do something like this for a long time. We were lucky enough to come across this property in St. Croix Falls that's been kind of a historic and well-known property for a long, long time in the area. Actually, my fiance's great uncle Elroy was the caretaker of this property for 50 years. So she grew up knowing about it and spending time there and knew the history of it. And when it became up for sale, we were actually on our way home from a fishing trip, and we drove down the driveway just to check it out. And when you drive back in time, I mean, it's just a special place. Big Rock Creek is a special place to a lot of people, and I think it's really cool for us to be able to see that feeling on people's faces, or after they leave there, the comments that we receive, for them to have that same experience that we had is just a really nice thing for us to be able to do for people.
All right. So first of all, Renee, yeah, we're gonna have to work out the numbers at the end, so she randomly wins, Fitzy. So we have to do that. Everyone should have an Uncle Elroy. That's just awesome. Like, everyone should have an Uncle Elroy. Last year, it was the first year.
Yeah.
obviously you don't know what you're going into. It's first time. Was it I don't know how you would define success, but was it successful? And if so, what did that look like? Is it the revenue from it? Is it the just amount of people that came in? How did it go last year?
Well, success for us is defined in multiple ways. Obviously, revenue is a good thing. We're a for-profit business, so we're trying to make money. But we had 40,000 people come through the facility last year. To us, the biggest success for us, I think, is just the feedback and comments that we get talking about the type of experience that people had. We get all kinds of messages, and some that we share and some that people ask that we don't share, just talking about what Miracle at Big Rock means to them, what that Christmas experience with their family means to them. Maybe somebody's having a bad day. We've had employees this year that have said, they were really struggling, and the opportunity to come and experience Miracle at Big Rock with us and be a part of that has lifted their spirits, and seeing the joy on kids' faces has brought them back from a dark spot, and the opportunity for us to be a part of doing that for somebody, just that is success for us.
Yeah, and this isn't, when we were all kids, we used to, well, I'm assuming, I guess I shouldn't, but we used to go around when we were kids and look at Christmas lights in houses. And a lot of people don't put those up anymore for whatever reason. So this is like, neighborhood Christmas lights on steroids. Right. And who didn't love that stuff as a kid going and seeing it? So now you're going into the second year. Is this, listen, we don't want to reinvent the wheel. We want to do the same thing we did last year, this year. Or was it, what we should do this year? And if so, did you add anything or do anything differently, or is it it was great last year, why mess with success?
Well, we that's obviously a concern. You don't want to fix something that's not broken, right? But we did add a lot of lights this year. Our goal is to kind of continue that same feel, to make sure that we don't mess anything up, but also to add a lot of lights and maybe add some special features such as the moon. So that's kind of the things that we did. We tweaked a few things as far as kind of how people get into the facility. You check in while you're in the warmth and you wait in line in the warmth of your own car this year rather than waiting outside, which is a nice
that's a real nice
thing
feature
that people have told us they really enjoy. One of the things that people have really liked about it is kind of the flow of how our property works. You're walking on a trail that goes around a lake, so it's kind of naturally tells you where to go. We have fire pits placed all over the place, so you can stop and warm up. Bathrooms everywhere. You can, right when you come into the, for myself, a Crown apple cider, and enjoy your walk around the lake as you go. We've got other spots where you can get food. We've got a food court at the end. We've got a barn with vendors inside that change kind of on a weekly basis depending on the week. And as we get closer to Christmas, we've got more and more vendors. So we try to give something for everybody to do. We've got a sledding hill bend that'll probably tug at your heartstrings a little bit. Remember when you were taking kids out on the sledding hill back when you were 6 or 7 years old. So and that's a huge hit for kids. We've got tents or yurts that you can rent, so you can have your own little private party. Kind of have a spot to go to. They're heated, so you can go back and warm up in that spot. So we try to give everybody a little bit of something.
Yeah. I have two things that I wrote down here real quick before we let you go. One, we kind of joked at the beginning about the lights and the number, but do you know about how many lights that you have?
So we're around 15 million lights.
What?
That's awesome.
Where do you get those, by the way? You just go to Walmart and buy them out, or what?
Yeah, that's right. Every year they just go to Walmart, yeah.
they got. No, there's actually a company by the name of Reinders who sells lights commercially. A gentleman by the name of Gary out of Hudson. Let me give Gary some props.
Gary, we like
great
Gary.
Guy to work with if you're looking for some commercial application. Lights. Gary Scobie from Reinders. You call Gary and he'll hook you up.
He'll hook you with 15 million lights. Just
I'd like to place an order.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's great. And then last,
bring him $10 and they'll take care of
you. Yeah. And again, I apologize to everyone that. Oh yeah, there's a good question. What's your electric bill like? Yeah, that's got to be. It's got to be pretty high.
It's that. The beautiful thing is all these lights are LED now, so it's a lot less cumbersome than the old school lights would have been.
All right. Well, again, I apologize because I'm sure most people are experiencing this. If you have Spectrum, there's weird Spectrum internet slowage. It's not an outage. It's just everything's really bit slow this morning. So last question for you, Josh. Is there a good time? So we're going to give away a couple of tickets. By the way, anytime somebody comments, you automatically get entered. We'll make sure Renee gets one of them, right, Fitzy? Like, that's my vote right away. And then we'll give another random one away.
That'll work.
All right, fine. Then, Renee, you can be mad at Fitzy because that was my vote. We'll leave it up to Josh. Josh, we're going to randomly give away 2 tickets. One of them, so one for 2 different people. Renee, she watches all of our shows. She comments a lot, and a lot of other people do, certainly. But her birthday's on the 27th. I feel like she should just get one just because it's her birthday. What do you think, Josh?
Give me Renee's name and email address. I will send her as many tickets as she wants.
Listen to that. Yep, for a fee, but that's okay. Just all right. Is there a good time to go? Do you have a one that it's, Friday nights is always great, but is there a time that if you were going to go or tell a family member or a friend, if they asked you when's a good time to go, when would you recommend?
Well, it depends on what you're into. If you don't mind the crowds, Friday night for fireworks at 8:00 is a great time to go. If you're one that would rather avoid the crowds a little bit, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sundays walk through, or Monday, Tuesday drive through are great times to go as well.
All right. And by the way, it looks like Shani says my email from Spectrum blamed the snowstorm Diaz. Yeah. Well, are they like getting prepared for the snow or something?
Yeah,
like
slowing internet down just in case.
Yeah, whatever. All right, Josh, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you want to talk about? I mean, we could talk for like an hour about this stuff, but is there like a last driving home point that you want to make here before we kind of get you off so you can get back to work?
Just that you can get tickets at miracle@bigrock.com, and I really appreciate you and Fitzy having me on this morning, and I appreciate the support.
Even though you're late.
He's got a good excuse.
Yeah,
3 sick kids.
He does. Sick, all right, that's legit. We'll give you a pass on that.
He wants to stay on with us the rest of the day.
All right.
I'm showing you my bald spot just to show how upset with myself I am for being late.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Josh. And hopefully I'll see you out there. I know Fitzy and I are going to try to make it out there. Neither of us did last year. So hopefully we'll see you out there soon.
Get down here.
All right, man. All right. Thanks so much for coming on. All right.
There.
Well, there we go. And are we back to 2 screens? I think I did that.
We are.
All right, good.
Back to 2
Because I have to do this like preview thing, and I'm making all these changes before, so hopefully I was paying attention at the end. Yeah, so that was interesting.
Mike never wants to leave his car. He just drive through it.
Sorry, I'm a little behind on there.
Mike Schaefer.
Oh, Mike Schaefer, I tell you. Oh, good. Is going tonight. Saving the bandwidth for bin watch. Oh, get right, Shani. That's awesome. And there's another birthday too. My goodness gracious.
Yeah.
No, I saw it somewhere in there. I think I missed it now. Sorry. It's hard to produce, and a show.
I know. You have such a tough job.
I know. Stop it.
See, now that my friends are on, I got backup.
Oh boy. All right. So again, we'll give away 2 tickets. Renee won't win one.
Okay.
If she gets the at the very end here, so in about 15 minutes we'll do that. But we'll send along that information. So Renee, just send me a Facebook message or just email at dryden@gmail.com your email address, and then I'll pass it on to Josh. Sweet. Sucking up to the, I don't even know what his title is. Probably should have asked. He's like the organizer of it, right? But I don't know what his title is.
He's the owner.
Is the owner? Is there an owner thing, or I don't know.
Parents,
Either way, Josh will hook you up.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, cool. So let's get to a few things that we normally had. I know that you and I, by the way, we talked before about this. Going forward, starting in the new year, we're going to actually only do 30-minute long shows, 20 to 30 minutes long, instead of about our normal 45 minutes. If we have a guest on, maybe it goes a little bit late. If Schaefer comes on or if Dave comes on. But we're going to try to actually stick to about 30 minutes since we do them weekly. But there was a few things I wanted to go over. Obviously, anytime we have a press release that was sent from you that we published, we want to talk about. And our headline was convicted sex offender to be released in Barron County on December 6th. That'd be this Friday. I believe it was a case that was in Illinois. So this is like the second one. I think you kind of touched on this last week. I don't know if he's from Illinois, but it said something, that it was maybe happened in Illinois.
So people read into that a little too much. So one, that really hit our Facebook off. There's a lot of happy people out there. So that one's a little different. This is a Barron County case. He was actually convicted in 2016 or 18 of our crime. So he did two crimes, one in Illinois and one in Barron County. And so that's why he's coming here, because his original crime was in Barron County. So he is not an Illinois transplant. He got taken from Wisconsin to Illinois to serve a sentence for a crime he did there after he served his sentence here. So he did a crime. He did two crimes, really. Did a sentence here, went to Illinois, did a sentence, came back here. Now he's released from all of his sentences, and now he's living here. So this is a Barron County case. This isn't a transplant. This is something we have to do. He was from here. When he committed the crime, he isn't one of these sexting operations. So this guy was a Barron County person when he was convicted.
Okay.
So this one's a little bit different. A lot of people read into that because he did a crime in Illinois, but I wanted to tell people about that. A lot of people said, why are we getting so many? Again, maybe it's because I do too good a job, because I'm just telling people about these. This is just to make you aware that the sex offender's living in the area. Why is he living in the same house as the other three? Because that person, or whoever owns that house, I have no idea who owns it, signs a contract with the probation and parole. He's living out at this residence. They've decided to put 3 or 4 sex offenders in this house. That's who he rents to. I have no idea. I don't get to place him. I don't get to choose where he's placed. He has certain rules. There's no daycares, churches, playground, parks near this residence, so that's why this is a good spot. If you live by that spot, take it up with the owner of the house. I have no idea that you don't want these people. There's another place over by Hagen that's has some rentals of some sex offenders in it, and people aren't happy. I'm like, I don't get a say. There's no law. There's no rules. So people jumped a little bit to the conclusion, like they do all the time on Facebook, and because we can't tell the whole story unless we do a show like this. So hopefully this will clear up a lot of the misconceptions out there. I wanted to hit them on Facebook last night, but it wouldn't have mattered what I said. It wouldn't, people are just mad. They don't want these people in their backyard. I understand that. That's just not how it works.
Yeah, that's one of the kind of the downsides of the sex offender bulletin things, and we talked about this before, right? So about a month ago, we had one, and it was from Illinois, and it was one of those, are they from Illinois, or was it an Illinois thing? Because the sex offender bulletin, really, I mean, if you actually wrote it in a story form, it would be like 1, maybe 2 sentences. This is the person's name, this is what they were convicted of, when they were convicted, and here's where they'll be residing. That's really it. The rest is just like disclaimers and et cetera, whatever, but there's not a lot, like, how do you know? Which is why, if you recall, I looked into that one, and it took almost 2 weeks to finally get any information about that case and why that person was coming here. So it took forever to get anything out of Illinois. That was a nightmare, and I even said on the show, I'm never doing that again. So then, of course, you have this one come up. I'm like, nope, I'm not going to call down there, because it'll do another 2 weeks before I get any information. So I didn't know either. And this is all we know, as in what was on that sex offender bulletin release. Because I was even wondering, when it said Illinois, But it said 2016 and 2019. It's were they both in Illinois? Was
No,
one
I
in
should have
Illinois?
put Barron County in parentheses, and that way there would have been a Barron County case and an Illinois case.
Oh.
I mean, people are upset that he only got so much time in Illinois. Again, that's not something that I'm. Everybody was like, "You keep the community safer." I'm like, I don't have anything to do with this. I mean,
why are you bringing all these sex offenders to Barron County, Fitzy?
Right. Yeah, because the county doesn't get money. We're not getting a kickback from Illinois. I'm not trying to keep people safe. I don't understand it. I mean, I got accused of not protecting people from domestic abuse. I mean, it was.
Yeah, I saw some of those. I'm like, whoa, this is we're way off topic here all of a sudden.
I mean, if there's a complaint against an officer, please call me. My phone is right here. I'll answer it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk through it. But you have to be the person. You can't say my friend had a bad experience. Your friend needs to call, and I'll be happy to listen to it. And maybe you don't know the whole story. Maybe you know your friend's side of it. Maybe you don't know the officer's side of it. If our officer treated somebody wrong, I deal with that. We deal with that all the time. Our people aren't perfect. But again, you got to have the full story, and you have to be the person that was wronged or potentially wrong. So, you
got browbeat. I think there was even one. I just went. It was on our Facebook page, and again, why are we taking Illinois garbage? Hashtag Barron County Sheriff. Hashtag Chris Fitzgerald. And thank God I homeschool. I don't trust the sheriff's department to keep my kids or anyone's kids safe the way their officers treat domestic violence victims. Now, first of all, slow down. I mean, that's a huge statement right there, and it should be taken seriously. I mean, holy buckets.
100%.
So it sounds like you have a concern. Well, may want to reach out to the sheriff on that one instead of just saying things on Facebook, because if you really want a resolution or to get information, you're going about it the wrong way is all I'm saying.
I know nothing about that complaint. Be happy to look into it, but taking a sex offender from Illinois, which he's not from Illinois, he was put in prison, served his sentence here. Now he's back to Barron County. He lived here. He's from here. I don't know. So, but yeah, if somebody was wronged out there, 537-3106 is their dispatch number. They'll transfer me. I don't sit by my phone and wait for it to ring. I have other meetings today or tomorrow or the next day, but happy to look into it. I have a chief deputy and a captain that handle all of our complaints. We want victims to be treated right. I mean, 100% agree with that. So, don't just blast us, because I might blast back. And I guess that's why I'm doing the show and telling people, if you got a complaint, bring it up. I'll be happy to look into it. But this one, next time I'll put Barron County in parentheses. And so, see?
Sure. Yeah, that's understandable, right? And we all learn. I mean, I've learned from some of those things where I've done it a certain way, and it's, well, you know what? Next time, I think I'll do it this way. Just change this one little thing. Sure. But in the meantime, everyone's just railing on you. It's like, but I didn't mean it in a bad way. I was trying to get information to you, and I'm sorry that I missed this one. I probably should have. But that's hindsight, and that's, Monday morning quarterbacking. And we all do it. But if you really want to change, actually try to get it changed. Enough with the negative comments.
I could not do it. It's not a rule or a law that I have to produce these. I notify the public of these people getting out of prison for sex offenders so they can be aware. I don't have to do it.
I'm glad you do. I wish everyone did.
Right. I'm going to continue to do it no matter how many people get mad at me, but that's what I do. It says it the first three sentences. This is for your information. This person is not wanted. He's not under any rules or regulations that, and the houses are vetted, the properties are vetted, the probation and parole does this. They're on electronic monitor. They can't travel. If they go outside their circle, it beeps us, and we get alerted by the company. So,
but instead they go after you for, Illinois. Why are you bringing them back here? It's like which I don't really try to do anymore. But a long time ago, we would cite sources, right? According to sources, it's a very common thing that you do in media. And I usually, if I know the person very, very well, or they're inside, then, we had our policy, then that's just one source. But if it's not really, then we need 2 to 3 sources. But I kind of stopped doing that, because when I would, according to a source or multiple sources close to the situation, blah, 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 people weren't actually interested in the story. They wanted to know who the source was. Like that. I'm like, that's not the story. Okay, that isn't the story. But that's all they really cared about was, who's the source? But you're missing the story. So, it's you should have put in Barron County. as well as Illinois. And maybe, who knows, maybe that would have been a good idea. But you're missing the point. The story is that this person is now in our area, and I'm informing you this is where they're going to be residing because, I feel that's important to do. So just, RELAX. He's not saying that anymore, is he?
Yeah.
Here
He's relaxed as it comes. He's like, I don't know, I'm 49.
Who cares? I'm still getting paid.
That's right.
No.
All right.
All right. Let's do some ticket giveaways here. Oh, first, weather. I forgot we got to bring that up. There's a storm coming. No, I don't mean that like metaphorically. I mean literally, there is a storm coming. I think tonight.
Yeah, it sounds like we're on the edge of that freezing rain, snow. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
I knew he had it all typed up.
Jeepers, going to take up the whole screen. Look at the size of that picture. Wow. Hey, there's Dirk. What? 1 to 3 tonight? I thought it was like 4 to 6.
1 to 3 inches of snow.
Maybe for Rice Lake.
Snow in the afternoon, 1 to 3 more inches. Gusting winds. That's going to be the problem. Wait, I didn't read it all.
Well, jeepers.
40 miles an hour wind. That's gonna hamper something. So, 3 to 6 inches total
from Thursday through Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. According to the thing this morning, well, I think it was through Thursday. It was like 4 to 8 or something.
Right,
I don't
which
know.
Is.
But the danger is, and I think Dirk touched on that, is that it's going to be the rain first.
Right.
Well, there'll be rain, and that's going to make tomorrow, even if there's only like 3 inches of snow out there, it's going to be, according to the reports, pretty bad for driving. So, of course, we'll have, I'll start looking at school closings for our area at about 5 tomorrow morning. We'll start posting those in the event that there's any school closings. I would anticipate probably at least a few, but we do it for all 6 counties. So, and you're going to be, I was just going to say exactly what Renee said. You're going to be pretty busy.
Probably, hopefully not. I mean, we're on the edge of that again, so maybe the temperature stays warm enough, or we just get snow. 1 to 3 inches of just snow isn't bad.
Snow, but it's that ice that's going to be laid down first, and that's going to make I mean, wouldn't you? And you do this stuff all the time. Wouldn't you rather have 5 inches of snow rather than an inch of ice and an inch of snow on top of it?
Plus, when it gets cold and we have that ice, the salt that we have that the highway shops put down and the townships put down doesn't work. Then we have to switch to sand, which blows away in the wind. So if 40-mile-an-hour winds doesn't help, it blows the salt off the road before it can take effect. There's a lot of things going to play with
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so then we have to switch to sand, which is heavier, but that doesn't work as well. And so then when it warms up, we have to get salt down. And so there's a big, huge project that goes behind just plowing the roads and throwing some salt down. I mean, there's things that go into this that are very interesting that I've learned over the years. Wind conditions, temperature conditions.
I never would have thought about wind.
Yeah,
affecting that. Well, since you're in cahoots with the big car dealerships in Barron County, they're probably giving you kickbacks and paying you to tell your highway department to make sure they put salt down so it rusts out cars faster, so that way more people will go and buy cars.
Probably.
See, it's all conspiracy.
Yeah. And then I just advertise mentally. I think of these car dealerships' names, and right now you're all thinking about going to buy a new car.
Oh my goodness!
From any of our 4 local dealerships that have partnered with the sheriff's department.
See, there's another. Be careful about when you comment on stuff.
Yeah.
Because we'll never forget it, and we'll make fun of you for the rest of our lives, just because we can.
That's right, because no one can take us off the
air. Spectrum might. I'm surprised we're still up right now. All right, let's do some ticket giveaways.
No, I need my phone, though. Hang on.
All right.
My phone.
Okay. What were you doing before? How many people have commented? I must log in. Oh, son of a gun. All right, I don't even know how many people have commented because I can't. Apparently I have to log in. Oh, I think it's 40 comments. Right?
Yep.
Random. No, this one. No, that's the wrong one. No, I have 54 comments. I was way off. So 54. Oh, and now Gabe Mandafici. There's 56. Just put 60. Oh, there's 56. Yeah, it was 56. Do that.
Okay, 56. Whoa.
Whoa. I need the Jeopardy stuff. Oh, that's copyright. I probably can't use that. Let's see what's up. Ooh. There we go. We'll do a little Chris Cruzy when he played
Okay,
this
ready?
for us on the show while we're
1 to
waiting.
60?
Oh, cheapers. All right. Sorry. Hold on.
Oh, we don't have 60, do we?
No, 56.
Oh, it went to 60. There.
What did it say 56 then? 21.
21.
All right. Let's
From the
start the
top.
countdown. This is like the worst part / best part of the show. Is watching Fitz count out 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. So first winner, and by the way, whoever wins, I think Val was on here. She won last week. I saw her earlier. Had commented. So congratulations to Val. And Val, I think you saw it. I sent you a message. But whomever is the winner, please send Dryden Wire or me if you're friends with me on Facebook. Just send a message with your email address, please.
Latasha Paulson is 21.
Natasha Paulson, Paulson.
Correct?
All right, so Natasha, and I'll hopefully you're listening. If not, I'll message you. But yeah, all right. Congratulations, Natasha Paulson. You got one of the tickets, and who's the second one? Do another one. 7. Now do it from the bottom.
Oh, jeepers.
No, it's easier. You only count 7 up from the bottom.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Amanda Williams Nelson.
Amanda. Oh, I know that. I don't have to write that down.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations,
We know
Amanda.
There you go. There, that wasn't too bad.
No, that was pretty easy.
Yeah, I can count.
Single digits, we like that better.
We should get that Sesame Street count sound, that song when you count on Sesame Street, and then we can play that while I count.
I don't think I know that one.
Wow.
Sesame Street count.
I don't know.
Oh, I'll see if it's copyrighted.
I'm sure it is.
Oh. All right, yeah. Outstanding. So what do you have coming up this week other than, there's going to be some, it sounded like at the very beginning you said you're going to be doing more hockey, and then, of course, there's weather.
Right. We'll do weather, and then my son, Schaefer, wanted to know where my kid's playing. He's playing for the Madison Capitals 18 team out of Madison, so he's on his way back to Madison today at noon today, and so he'll beat the Storm, and then he practices, and then we're in Blaine, Minnesota this weekend playing some teams for the Madison Capitals.
That's where my sister and brother-in-law live, is in Blaine.
Where? Blaine?
Yeah.
Well, they should come over and see me.
I'll tell them to. I'm sure that's, that's on their Christmas list this year.
Sure. Hey, we should do a Christmas card. We should send it out to all of our listeners, a Christmas card.
Now, when you say we.
Me and you.
Mm-hmm. I feel that's a heavy on you and light on me, as in you. All right. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But I don't even know how we would.
I don't know either. We'll figure it out.
Okay. I'm just going to ignore it. Pretend that didn't happen. And I have a guest coming on Thursday, and I can't remember who it is or why.
Okay. But
it was someone who reached out last week, and it's something about schools. And there's this an organization called FAIR, F-A-I-R something. And this is I don't remember what it is, to be honest. I'm putting up a preview tomorrow, so I asked them to send me information so I know who this is. But it's about especially how we need to look at humans as humans and kids as kids, instead of a lot of us looking at genders or how people identify and etc. And I don't know if they have like skin in the game, if they're right leaning or left. I have no idea. So I'm going to be pretty excited for Thursday's show.
All right.
Because I have no idea what we're really talking about. So hey,
hopefully your internet's better.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, man. Anything else
No,
we need to talk about?
Safe, have a safe weekend, and we'll see you next week, which is Christmas week.
Oh, it is? Oh, we should do a Christmas show.
We should. I'll wear my tie again.
Oh, yeah. That's an awesome tie. I don't usually see you in... why are you wearing that? Why aren't you wearing a uniform?
I got lots of meetings today. I'm just jazzing the world up, making it a small... little things make a big difference.
Yes, they do. Kind of find out.
Smiles on people's faces today.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to meetings, you should have like your nice whites on, right? And just to let everybody know, I'm the sheriff around this place. You walk in with your gun and your full uniform, going like you're like a vest on, like the Kevlar, and no one's going to argue with you.
That's right. They don't anyway. I'm the sheriff.
That's right.
My name's on the door.
For DrydenWire.com and for Barron County Sheriff Chris Fitzgerald, I'm Ben Dryden, and you've been watching Positive Tuesday with Ben and Fitzy, presented by Professional Exteriors and Interiors. With nearly 20 years of experience, this locally owned and operated business provides quality work both on the outside and on the inside of your home or business. So give Brian a call today, 715-520-2271. Fitzy and I'll be back next week for our Christmas episode, which, I don't know. You know what we should do? We should go and buy a TV and give it away. Like they're super cheap. Like those Roku TCL things are like $180. We should do that. We'll find out next week. Tune in next week to see if we're going to be giving away a TV next week. All right. So until then, again, everyone, thank you for watching. Stay safe out there with this weather, and as always, have a blessed day.